Hello, this is your evil twin, welcoming you back to Let's Play Quantum Break.
Jack, your hands.
Gotta keep moving. No!
So, Jack now has superpowers and can manipulate time. And he's just killed a Monarch security officer.
Jack. You just... What just... Go. This way. Move.
That was the first time my power started to manifest. An out-of-control burst of energy that saved Will.
Jack, your proximity to the pulse, it must have altered your relation to the chrono.
Will, what I just did back there. What the hell is happening?
That's what I'm telling you.
Not in the right language.
Will calls it the Chronon field, rather than the Joyce field.
I'll try to explain, but we have to go.
It's worth noting that we are trespassers who just blew up a billion-dollar particle accelerator. But who are the security forces shooting at now? It sounds like a two-sided gunfight. Someone shouted, "Cover me."
Explosion make time go bad. If time is an egg, then that egg is fucking broken. The time egg is fucked.
What? Why is there an egg in this?
There's a fracture in time. It's breaking down, leading to the end of time, and door.
What?
Locked. They cut my security clearance.
We read an email about that.
That didn't help.
Stand back. I'll get it open.
Will Jack use his new superpowers? Nope, just bashes it open.
Securing the
Will.
server room. Over.
More of them. Hide.
Time is an egg. Important bit of science info.
They're coming. In here.
Dominic Monaghan is putting in a great performance as an eccentric genius.
I warned Paul about this. About the calculations. I tried to make you listen to me. By shoving a gun in my face? Yes, a gun. The universal symbol for shut the fuck up and listen to me.
Sound logic is always...
Shh, you...
No, what? I don't know. We're on this side. You sure he didn't head back up to the lab? He could have gone back and tried to take the service
This
elevator.
doesn't make any sense.
Supervisor's on his way there.
How? Why are you even here?
That's your biggest concern right now?
Backup's en route to flush him out.
Paul brought me here to clean up your mess.
My mess? Do you even...
I can't see shit back there. I may have to crawl behind.
Raider team, target spotted exiting the service elevator.
You heard her. Let's go.
Phew, that was a close one. According to the subtitles, those troops are taking orders from Commander Ogawa. But Ogawa is the name of the person interviewing Jack in the intro.
You have no context for any of this, Jack. You weren't here. A lot happens in 6 years. This is bigger than us. Can't make it personal.
They're trying to kill us, Will. It's pretty goddamn personal.
Listen, getting you involved is the last thing I wanted. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh, Will, you klutz. Funny that Ogawa said the target has been spotted exiting a service elevator, as Jack and Will haven't used one. Now, if we double back slightly, we can read an email from Ria Enns about how Paul asked her for full instructions on using the machine. She's worried that he's planning on having the current team replaced.
This way.
Of course, the real reason was that Paul needed to know how to operate it on his own, without anyone's help, except Jack, of course. Also, she's worried about Will's warnings about not being able to stabilise the Chronon field. And she's confused about how much control Monarch has over the project. Martin Hatch was able to lock her out of the files.
We're coming back. Let's go. The fracture in time is only gonna get worse. We have to stop this before it's too late.
How?
First, we have to get to my car. Look at this. It's the goddamn paramilitary out there. And we're the target.
What's their chopper waiting for? Pick up.
I
saw that guy earlier. Like he's part of this. Maybe even leading it.
Jack's talking about Liam Burke. We ran into him at the entrance to the physics building. This conversation only happens if you make a point of heading to the window and watching what's happening outside. Not sure what that glass breaking was about.
You're better at the door thing.
Will, get out!
Oh, God.
Target's armed! Opening fire!
Time for our first bit of combat.
Yeah, I know.
Against Monarch Raider 4.
Go, go, go! Target's free!
Will, stay down.
Put down the gun, Joyce!
And stop fucking shooting at us!
Fire support!
God damn it!
This lab makes a great first combat area, with all these workbenches to hide behind, and there's lots of bottles and equipment, so when bullets miss they tend to knock things over or smash something.
What are we gonna do?
Just blew up a bottle of green goo.
Suppressive fire! Give up!
Headshot! Those first couple of enemies were wearing body armour under their jackets, but not much head protection, just balaclava ski masks. But this last Monarch operative has full SWAT tactical gear. He's got heavy body armour and a helmet that will protect him from one shot to the head. But he can't survive 2 headshots.
Will, are you okay?
I think so. But Jack, that was...
I know. This is way out of hand. I'd used a gun before. I'd been in a couple tough spots. Never had an army of pro gunmen chase me.
And now we've got a submachine gun. If we time warp to another playthrough, you can see why I decided to play with a controller rather than a keyboard and mouse.
Will, get out!
Oh, God.
Target's armed! Opening fire!
With a mouse, it's very easy to line up a headshot.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I just blew up the other 2 guys by firing one shot at a fire extinguisher.
I think so. But Jack...
Aiming with a mouse makes combat a bit too easy. Jack isn't supposed to be a sharpshooter. And here we have footage of another playthrough, using a controller, where the enemies moved to different positions and took me by surprise.
Stop fucking shooting at us!
So that shows that where they move and take cover isn't scripted. The AI responds to where the player goes and what cover is available. And there's a bit of a random element to it as well. When there are enemies nearby, Jack will automatically take cover if we move close to an obstacle. When you want to shoot, you have to press the aim button and pop out of cover, there's no blind firing. And here we can see that someone was playing Alan Wake on one of the lab computers. There's the bottle of green liquid we shot. And if we check out this whiteboard, we can unlock a little secret.
Let's get out of here.
Paul was positive that the experiment would work. That the figures were correct.
Because his specialists were a bunch of goddamn idiots. Their formulas were missing these variables entirely.
You're seriously making corrections right now?
Well, if they made them in the first place, we wouldn't be here.
We've just caused a quantum ripple, an action that adds a small bonus scene to the live-action show. It also causes a bit of a butterfly effect. There will be other unexpected consequences that we can read about later in a Monarch quantum ripple report.
Not good. This is not good. There's the... Wait. It's coming down. Hide!
Not again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do this. You can do this.
Where is everybody? I don't like it. You heard the gunfire. Something's gone wrong.
Hey! The other Joyce is here too! Take it down! Watch out! You guys are wearing what? Monarch! Why the hell is Monarch firing? You
Oh crap, the computers are exploding.
Oh, no!
It should only take 6 submachine gun bullets to take down these lightly armoured troops, but Jack is a bit rubbish at aiming the submachine gun. He can't handle the recoil. Jack is much more accurate with the pistol. It's based on a Glock 17 handgun, although a real Glock 17 has 17 bullets, and this has only got 8. But we do have an infinite amount of spare pistol ammo, and it only takes 4 body shots to kill the lightly armoured troops. This submachine gun is an MP7 with Monarch Solutions branding on the side. Each bullet does 3/4 the damage of the pistol, but it fires an amazing 15 bullets per second, and it has 32 bullets per reload. But unless we do really short bursts, Jack will just spray those bullets all over the place.
Time's acting up again.
No surprise. We have to go.
Raider team, have Jack and William Joyce been detained?
Did you hear that? They know our names. They knew we'd be here.
They must be after the machine. The elevator. It's the only way out.
If we look out the window, we can see a Monarch Bearcat driving down into an underground car park. A Bearcat is a type of armoured personnel carrier used by SWAT teams.
Jack, in here.
This isn't just a rapid response to Paul's unauthorised use of the machine. Monarch clearly knew what Paul was up to, and that Jack and Will would be here too. One of the Monarch operatives left a tablet on this sofa, and on it there's an email from someone named Charlie Wincott. He's been doing surveillance on the anti-Monarch protest, and he's hacked into Amy Ferraro's inbox and forwarded one of her emails about the protest arrangements. There's a fun bit where Amy says that she nominates someone named Gary to transport the flyers and the PA system, because they're heavy and he's built like a brick shithouse. She loves to watch a man work, because the matriarchy is 100% real and she's part of the problem. Of course, the Monarch SWAT teams aren't here because of the university protest. They're here for us and Paul and the time machine. This looks like a setup. Monarch allowed Paul to illegally test the machine, and now they're seizing control of it.
We can't go to your car. Monarch could be expecting that.
We have to, Jack. It's important. To fix the fracture. We need to get to my car.
Okay, just walk me through this, Will. Okay, time's broken. Fine. But now you're saying we can fix it?
In theory, I built something for such an event years ago. But finding the countermeasure won't be easy.
The countermeasure? What? Okay.
What happened?
Maybe the door's still open. Let me try. Will? Oh, crap. Frozen again.
Jack has become chronon active. It's like being radioactive, but with chronon particles. We can hold down a button to charge up Will with some of Jack's chronon energy.
Somehow I could focus and unfreeze Will. Even if the world was still frozen.
Stutter. She was right. About the fracture. About all of this.
Ooh, a shockwave just came from that group of Monarch troopers. Will calls these events Stutters. This one certainly came at a convenient moment, just as a Monarch SWAT team was opening fire on us. Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth.
We don't want to be here when the stutter collapses.
We can take advantage of this to swap the submachine gun for these assault rifles. We can grab their guns out of their hands. Huh, look up there. At the window, there's someone standing up there. Now there's a tablet on the reception desk. It's got an email from Liam Burke to the members of Prowler Squad, filling them in on what each of the other squads are doing. The Monarch security forces we were fighting a minute ago were Raider Squad, but there's also Prowler Squad, Bandit Squad, and an Extraction Squad, who are on a mission to remove the core of the time machine. There's also a Striker Squad in the underground car park, a last resort containment measure. It's worth noting that Raider Squad's orders are to apprehend Jack and William Joyce if possible, eliminate if not. Can see here that Monarch are actually equal opportunity employers when it comes to trigger-happy goons for their private security force. Also, another one of those shockwaves came from this group of troops. when there was that rumbling, crunching noise a moment ago. Oh, and again. Ah, and up ahead too, from the doorway. There's another group of troops coming in there as well.
Where's your car?
This way.
It seems that wherever there are groups of people, or places where there should be lots of activity and motion, they've become epicenters for temporal shockwaves. Oh wow, look at the sky! That helicopter's got motion trails, like a few seconds of movement smeared together. Ah, this is Prowler Squad in action, apprehending all the witnesses. More booms and crashes. That's the drunk protester from the start.
Come on. The Stutter could collapse at any moment.
Ah, let's take that guy's gun. At least now that student should have a chance to get away. Although he might have a backup pistol. Ah, there's Amy!
I met this girl on my way here.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna get her moving.
If we hadn't spoken of Amy earlier, then Jack wouldn't recognize her. Instead he'd be saying, look at her, she's terrified.
She's not unfreezing. It worked on you. Why isn't it working on the others?
I don't know. It may have to do with chronon exposure. Look at them all. It's a goddamn invasion. What are they doing? Why? They're taking everybody, every witness to what they've done.
Without the gun, it looks like he's dancing. And she is not impressed with his moves. Get away from me, you creep! No history, no future. Pretty appropriate now that time is broken. I love these effects for broken time. It's not just the graphics, it's the sounds too. The stretched out yells of the students create these really spooky, ghostly noises. Oh, that's the taxi driver who dropped us off.
This Monarch guy again. Gets around. Poor cabbie. He seemed like a nice guy.
I'm surprised the cabbie got caught up in this. I thought he drove off ages ago. Maybe one of the protesters called a cab, right before Monarch showed up. The distortions around Jack, they actually fluctuate in sync with his footsteps, as well as other noises, the spooky wailing, the rumbles and crashes. The noises actually drive the intensity of the distortions. We're actually seeing sound waves. That group of people is generating fluctuations as well. As for the booms and rumbles and crashes, I was about to say it's like an earthquake, but no, it's more like the grinding of icebergs. And when it happens, you get big distortion waves moving through the environment. They amplify all the small fluctuations.
You said you were prepared for this. You knew it was gonna happen. How?
My father. It's complicated. I'll explain in the car.
I guess those booms and crashes are the sounds of unstable time, straining and stretching.
Through this door.
There are fewer fluctuations in these corridors, though. I guess because there's no one here, no activity to generate waves of probability and causality.
You should go in first, just in case.
How much do you want to bet those are photos of the developers? Lecture Hall A, Organic Chemistry.
Stutters collapsed. For now. Oh no, no! My car! They're patrolling the parking lot. Oh god, it's...
Okay, Will. Calm down, okay? I'll take care of this. I'll fight my way through. I'll get the car and I'll bring it around.
Are you sure you can handle this?
No. Are you sure you can fix time?
No.
Then we'll call it even.
Before we fight those Monarch forces, there's something to look at in here. This might normally be a chemistry lecture hall, but it looks like they sometimes have literature classes in here too. Because here we have a thorough analysis of Alan Wake's novels.
Alan Wake. I love this guy's stuff.
In the game Alan Wake, the main character is an author who used to write crime novels. But then he writes a horror novel called Departure, and he becomes trapped inside the horror novel that he's writing, due to a supernatural force. And that same author exists in the world of Quantum Break, and his horror novels have been published. A bit weird that someone was playing the Alan Wake game on a lab computer though. I guess his books were popular enough to have a game based on them?
Here, you'll need the keys. Hey, Jack. Be careful.
Yeah, okay, I will.
And now we're able to use the first of Jack's powers, time vision.
What the hell? My powers were growing. I started to sense things, premonitions, echoes from the past.
Just got orders from Monarch Actual. They want us to find a car belonging to William Joyce while we're here.
Got a plate number?
It's coming.
It's probably boron or neutron or some shit.
I'd love a number plate that said boron or neutron. Time vision highlights enemies and useful objects, like Eagle Vision in Assassin's Creed or Detective Mode in the Batman Arkham games, except it stops if we move. They gave us a slow motion cinematic.
Supposed to be in goddamn Thailand.
The Max Payne games and Alan Wake had that too. We'll usually get it when we kill the last enemy in a group, but in this case I guess it's because we snuck up on someone and took him out with a surprise headshot. They rewarded us with a slow-mo kill cam for doing something cool. The assault rifle is based on an HK-416.
7 different parking lots and you can't pick it. Alright, where's your car, Will?
We can refill our assault rifle ammo at this ammo backpack behind this crate. The assault rifle doesn't fire as fast as the submachine gun, but it is much more precise, and its bullets are more powerful. Each shot does as much damage as the pistol. Interesting that Monarch security are allowed to use red and blue flashing lights on their cars.
I could see an echo of the past. Will, arriving at the university.
When there's one of these time echoes nearby, the controller will vibrate slightly, just a very subtle pulse, and then the time vision icon will blink.
I hope to God I'm not too late.
But that's... I'm seeing the past.
I hope to God I'm not too late.
There we go.
Looks like Monarch security are just as bad with the submachine gun.
Something clicked. I could reach out and stop time in a focused area.
You don't know what you're doing!
Will. Fuck. They're coming from my left, Will. I gotta get back to him. Fast. I swear to God, if you hurt him!
Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about! We can freeze enemies in localized stutters, like the deadlock bubbles in Singularity.
I can do this.
And if we shoot a load of bullets into a time stop bubble, when it collapses, they all hit at the same time, which amplifies the damage. It's called stacking bullets. Great for blowing up cars. Oops, need to reload. Ah, crap, some of them must have missed. And that wasn't enough for bullet stacking to work. There wasn't any bonus damage.
Get round!
Ah, that's enough energy to use it again. I love how when you hit someone with stacked bullets, they fly back in slow motion. It's like the bullets are charged up with chronons. They carry some time energy with them. Nice! Accidentally blew up another car. Can't blow up that Bearcat though.
Take out the civilian!
Take out the civilian, huh? Ha ha ha! Eat time bullets! Right, we're low on assault rifle ammo, so let's swap for a submachine gun. Don't have to worry about accuracy anymore, because we can freeze enemies. And spray them with a gazillion bullets! Yes!
Change of plans. Screw the car. I need to get to Will. He's in trouble.
You checked Joyce.
Where is he? Where's my brother?
They're taking him to the library. You might still be able to catch them.
Why are you helping me? You're with them.
It's more complicated than... Look, I don't know if you can make it, but you should hurry.
That's the first time you saw Beth Wilder.
Yeah, but definitely not the first time she saw me.
Will. Will!
And that was the end of Act 1, Part 2. Next time, we'll be fighting a whole load of Monarch goons to rescue Will, aided by a couple more amazing time powers, so be sure to join me for that. Until then, don't forget that you have your own powers. Click on one of the options that YouTube is suggesting to shape the path of your own future. Thanks for watching.